Summer with Unrated Flair once again, and I'm here at Daufenbach Camera, the first 3D camera house of the Midwest. I'm sitting here with John, who is one of the experts here, and he's with the 3D Red Epic camera that is on a rig. Can you tell us a little bit about what we see here?
Yeah, so what we have here, this is two Red Epic camera brains, here and here. And they're suspended in what we call a 3D rig. So this is the CC3D rig. This particular rig, the CC3D rig, generation number 2, is one of the premier rigs out in the market. It's actually a very specialized piece of equipment. There's only 4 of them in the world right now. It's just came out, so we're very lucky to be one of the first vendors to offer this rig. This is a very compact setup, so it's very much designed to be a Steadicam setup or a handheld setup. It's, finally getting 3D off of the giant cranes and the really big dollies and bringing it more into a space that we're more comfortable with cinematically, so that we can start getting the camera moving around and get a lot more aggressive camera movement that just wasn't possible with 3D a couple of years ago. The other special thing about this rig is that it has a motorized alignment. So this is the hand controller, and in the hand controller I can just go in through the menu and I can control and align the 3D rig remotely, because it's all motorized. So this really speeds up 3D, because now I can have this hand unit next to a monitor and I can just look at the picture and just quickly dial in my adjustments, where with the previous generation of 3D you had to control everything manually at the camera, which means that I had to have a monitor at the camera to allow me to see what I'm doing, where now I can just float around wherever the monitor happens to be. So, alright, so with 3D you have 2 basic parameters that 3D adds. There's interaxial, which is the spacing between the 2 cameras, and the more interaxial you have, the more depth there is in the scene. Then the second parameter is called convergence, and the convergence defines where the screen is in relation to the depth. Basically, the convergence is the 2 cameras are towing in, they're twisting, and they're angling towards each other. And the point at which those 2 cameras converge in space is the convergence plane, which is where the screen falls. So then anything behind that convergence plane is in depth behind the screen, and anything that's in front of that convergence point is going to appear to pop out of the screen. So that's your basic settings for 3D.